Most people believe you need a bright, sunny yard to grow fresh vegetables. But what if I told you that's not true? Some of the healthiest, most flavorful crops actually thrive in the shade. Yes, those dim corners and low-light spots in your garden can still become a lush, productive oasis. If your space only gets a few hours of sunlight, don't worry. In today's video, we're uncovering 12 perfect vegetables that love the shade. These plants grow strong, stay tender, and deliver amazing harvests even where sunlight is limited. Welcome to Purely Garden, where nature meets smart gardening. If you're ready to make every corner of your garden thrive, hit that subscribe button, tap the bell icon, and let's grow something beautiful together. Number 1. Lettuce. Lettuce is one of the easiest and most rewarding vegetables to grow in the shade. In fact, it actually prefers cooler, low-light conditions, because too much sun can make it wilt or turn bitter. With just 3 to 4 hours of gentle sunlight a day, you can enjoy crisp, tender leaves perfect for salads, wraps, or sandwiches. Varieties like butterhead, romaine, and loose leaf thrive beautifully in partial shade, especially when grown in moist, nutrient-rich soil. To get the best results, keep the soil evenly damp and harvest leaves regularly to encourage fresh growth. Lettuce grows quickly, so you can replant every few weeks for a continuous harvest throughout the season. It's the ideal crop for small gardens, containers, or shady corners where other vegetables might struggle. Simple, dependable, and always satisfying. Number 2. Spinach. Spinach is a cool season champion that absolutely loves partial shade. Too much sun can cause it to bolt quickly, but in a shaded spot, it stays lush and flavorful for much longer. Its tender, nutrient-packed leaves grow beautifully, with just a few hours of filtered light each day, making it a top choice for low-light gardens. Spinach thrives in soil rich in organic matter, and consistent watering helps it maintain its vibrant green color and soft texture. For the best harvest, pick the outer leaves regularly, and let the center continue to grow. This cut-and-come-again method ensures a steady supply of fresh spinach throughout the season. Whether you enjoy it raw in salads, sautéed, or blended into smoothies, spinach offers both versatility and nutrition, proving that even in the shade, your garden can be full of life and flavor. Number 3. Kale. Kale is one of the most shade-tolerant vegetables you can grow, thriving even in areas that receive as little as 3 hours of sunlight a day. In fact, growing kale in partial shade helps it develop a sweeter, milder flavor compared to those grown in full sun. Varieties like curly kale, lacinato, also called dinosaur kale, and red Russian kale perform especially well in cooler shaded spots. With rich, well-draining soil and steady moisture, you'll get deep green, nutrient-dense leaves that are both tender and full of flavor. Harvest the outer leaves as they mature, allowing the center to keep producing new growth for weeks or even months. Kale is incredibly resilient. It can survive light frosts, bounce back after harvesting, and deliver fresh greens long after other crops have faded. It's a powerhouse plant that rewards you generously, proving that even the shadiest corners of your garden can produce vibrant, healthy harvests. Number 4. Arugula. Arugula is a fast-growing leafy green that thrives beautifully in shaded conditions. In full sun, it tends to bolt quickly and develop a sharp, peppery flavor. But in partial shade, the leaves stay tender, and the taste becomes milder and more enjoyable. This makes it perfect for gardeners looking to grow a flavorful, easy-to-maintain crop in areas that only get a few hours of sunlight. Arugula grows quickly from seed, often ready to harvest in just 3 to 4 weeks, making it a great choice for continuous planting throughout the season. To keep your arugula fresh and productive, harvest the outer leaves regularly and keep the soil evenly moist. You can grow it in garden beds, pots, or even window boxes that catch a bit of morning or late afternoon light. Its delicate leaves bring a refreshing zing to salads, sandwiches, and pastas, proving that shade-grown greens can still deliver bold, delicious flavor in every bite. Number 5. Swiss chard. Swiss chard is a colorful and resilient vegetable that shines in partially shaded gardens. Its vibrant stems, ranging from deep red and golden yellow to bright pink, add beauty to your garden while producing large, nutritious leaves that thrive even with limited sunlight. In fact, too much heat or direct sun can make the leaves tough, so growing chard in the shade helps keep them tender and flavorful. It only needs 3 to 4 hours of sunlight a day, making it one of the most dependable crops for low-light areas. With consistent watering and rich, composted soil, Swiss chard will keep producing for months. Harvest the outer leaves as needed, and the plant will continue to grow new ones from the center. Its mild, slightly earthy flavor makes it perfect for soups, stir-fries, and sautés. Plus, since it's both beautiful and edible, Swiss chard brings color, nutrition, and life to any shaded garden space. Number 6. Radishes. Radishes are one of the quickest and easiest vegetables to grow, and they perform surprisingly well in shaded conditions. While they prefer a bit of sun, they don't need much to develop their crisp, colorful roots. Partial shade actually helps slow down their growth, just enough to enhance their flavor and prevent them from becoming too spicy. With just a few hours of gentle light, you can enjoy perfectly round, tender radishes that are ready to harvest in as little as 3 to 4 weeks. To grow healthy radishes, choose loose, well-draining soil and keep it consistently moist. Avoid overcrowding. Each seed needs space to form a proper root. You can also plant them alongside slower-growing crops, as radishes mature quickly and won't compete for space. Whether you slice them for salads, pickle them, or enjoy them fresh from the ground, radishes are a fun, fast, and flavorful addition to any shaded garden. Number 7. Beets. Beets are a versatile crop that grow wonderfully in partial shade. While full sunlight can help them form larger roots, shaded conditions produce smaller, sweeter, and more tender bulbs, and their leafy tops remain just as delicious. Both the roots and the greens are edible, giving you double the harvest from a single plant. Beets thrive in cool, moist soil, which makes shaded areas ideal for keeping them from drying out or turning woody. Varieties like Detroit Dark Red or Golden Beets are particularly reliable in low-light gardens. For best results, make sure the soil is loose and rich in organic matter to allow the roots to develop evenly. Keep the ground consistently moist and thin seedlings once they sprout to give each beet room to grow. You can harvest the young greens early for salads, while letting the roots mature underground. Whether roasted, boiled, or eaten raw, beets bring vibrant color, sweetness, and nutrition to your shady garden beds. Number 8. Carrots. Carrots can adapt beautifully to partial shade, especially during the hotter months when too much sun can cause the roots to dry out or crack. In shaded spots, carrots grow more slowly, but this results in sweeter, smoother, and more tender roots. Shade also helps maintain consistent soil moisture, which is key for even growth and preventing deformities. If you're gardening in limited light, choose shorter or round varieties like Paris Markets or Thumbelina, which develop well without needing deep soil or intense sunlight. To grow perfect carrots, start with loose, well-draining soil free of rocks or clumps, and keep it consistently moist throughout the growing season. Avoid over-fertilizing, as too much nitrogen can lead to lush tops but small roots. Carrots grown in dappled shade often have a milder flavor and richer color, a delightful bonus from your low-light garden. Harvest them gently when they reach the right size, and you'll be amazed at how much sweetness can grow in the cool comfort of the shade. Number 9. Peas. Peas are one of the best vegetables to grow in partially shaded gardens because they prefer cool, gentle conditions. Too much heat or direct sun can cause them to stop producing early, but shade helps extend their growing season and keeps their pods tender and sweet. Whether you grow snap peas, snow peas, or shelling peas, they'll climb happily with just a few hours of filtered sunlight each day. The shade also helps prevent the soil from drying out too quickly, keeping your plants healthy and full of life. Plant peas in well-draining, compost-enriched soil, and give them a trellis or support to climb. Regular watering and gentle feeding with organic fertilizer will encourage abundant blooms and pods. Once the vines start producing, pick the pods often to keep new ones coming. There's nothing quite like harvesting crisp, sweet peas straight from the vine, proof that even in a shady garden, you can enjoy one of the freshest tastes of spring. Number 10. Too much direct heat can cause the heads to form too quickly or become loose. but shaded conditions allow them to develop slowly, resulting in firm, compact, and flavorful florets. Shade also helps maintain soil moisture and keeps pests like aphids at bay. Varieties such as Calabreses or Waltham 29 are especially well suited for low-light conditions and reward you with beautiful green heads packed with vitamins and minerals. To grow healthy broccoli, enrich the soil with compost and water regularly to keep it evenly moist. Harvest the central head while it's tight and full, and smaller side shoots will continue to form afterward, giving you multiple harvests from one plant. With just a few hours of sunlight a day, broccoli can still produce a generous yield, proving that shade gardens can be just as productive as sunny ones. Number 11. Cabbage. Cabbage is a hardy vegetable that performs wonderfully in shaded gardens, especially during warmer months. In full sun it can grow too quickly and split, but partial shade slows growth, just enough to form dense, crisp, and flavorful heads. The cooler, shaded environment also helps reduce stress and keeps pests like cabbage worms at bay. With steady moisture and nutrient-rich soil, cabbage thrives even with just a few hours of gentle light each day, making it an ideal choice for low-light garden spots. When planting cabbage, give each head plenty of space to expand. Overcrowding can lead to smaller or misshapen crops. Keep the soil consistently moist and mulch around the base to retain water and regulate temperature. Harvest when the heads feel firm and full, and you'll be rewarded with delicious, homegrown cabbage that's perfect for slaws, soups, or stir-fries. Shade-grown cabbage develops a milder, sweeter flavor, a true garden treasure for those working with limited sun. Number 12. Celery. Celery is a moisture-loving vegetable that actually prefers the cool, steady environment of partial shade. Direct sunlight and heat can cause it to dry out or turn stringy, but in a shaded spot, celery grows crisp, tender, and full of flavor. The consistent shade helps maintain even soil moisture, which is essential for producing those long, crunchy stalks we love. Celery takes a bit more patience to grow than other vegetables, but the results are worth it. Lush green plants that bring both freshness and texture to your garden and your kitchen. To grow thriving celery, start with rich, compost-amended soil and keep it evenly watered throughout the season. Feed it regularly with organic fertilizer or compost tea to support steady growth. Mulch around the base to lock in moisture and prevent weeds from competing for nutrients. When the stalks reach a good size, cut them at the base and enjoy that satisfying snap. Proof that even the shadiest corners of your garden can produce vibrant, delicious vegetables. So as you can see, a shady garden isn't a limitation, it's an opportunity. Too often, gardeners assume that vegetables only thrive in full sunlight, and those dim corners of the yard get overlooked. But the truth is, shade can be one of your garden's greatest strengths. It keeps the soil cooler, helps retain moisture, and protects delicate plants from harsh midday heat. The 12 vegetables we've explored today prove that even the calm, low-light corners of your garden can burst with color, texture, and life. When you grow in the shade, you're cultivating balance, giving your garden a chance to breathe. Leafy greens like lettuce, kale, and spinach love the gentle light that filters through trees or fences. They reward you with tender leaves and richer flavors that full sun can't always deliver. Root crops like carrots, radishes, and beets quietly develop underground, soaking up the coolness that shade provides to stay crisp and sweet. And then you have the champions of resilience, broccoli, cabbage, and celery, plants that actually become better when they grow at a slower, steadier pace in softer light. Shade gardening also gives you freedom. It allows you to expand your planting space into areas you might have thought were useless, beneath trees, along the north side of a fence, or beside your home where the sun rarely lingers. These spots can become productive, beautiful patches of green that add depth and variety to your landscape. And because shaded gardens require less watering and experience fewer weeds, they're easier to manage too. As you start experimenting with these vegetables, remember that shade isn't all the same. Observe your garden closely, notice which areas get morning light, which stay cool in the afternoon, and which receive filtered sunlight throughout the day. Then, match the right vegetables to those microclimates. Over time, you'll develop an instinct for what thrives where, and your garden will reward you with steady growth all season long. And perhaps the best part of all is the feeling that comes with it. There's something peaceful about tending to a shaded garden, the soft light, the slower rhythm, the quiet beauty of leaves thriving in places most people overlook. It's a reminder that life doesn't always need full exposure to flourish. Sometimes it just needs care, patience, and the right conditions. If this video inspired you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with other gardeners who think they can't grow in the shade. Subscribe to Purely Garden for more tips, tutorials, and inspiration to help you build the garden of your dreams, no matter how much sunlight you have. Because here, we believe every garden, sunny or shaded, can be a space of growth, beauty, and abundance. So take a walk through your garden today, find those hidden corners, and imagine the possibilities waiting to take root.